Welcome to Your Dragon Reclaimed. Hey there, gorgeous soul. Where's your dragon? I just want to start off by asking that question because that is what this podcast is all about. Your dragon is your magic, your mysticism, your bold and wise energy that lives within you and always has. And it is time to reclaim that part of you. Welcome to episode number 68. It's so lovely to have you back here. I am thrilled for this episode. I cannot wait to dive in deep because actually what your dragon is what we're going to get into today. There is so much out there right now in spirituality and new age, holistic health and wellness around finding your truth, being your authentic self, standing in your power, right? And all of that sounds amazing and wonderful. And of course, why would you not want to be your authentic self? But what does that exactly mean for you? Like your thinking mind is like, oh yeah, it means I am my truth. I speak my truth. I do things that are authentic and what I resonate with and what aligns with me, right? And that all makes sense in the thinking mind. But when it comes down to fully embodying that, sometimes we don't even know where to start because we've been programmed for so long to be something else, to people please, to say or do the things that we think other people want to hear or want to see us do. And your authentic self was designed by you. You are the creator of your truth. Because before anything happened, before you came to this earth in this lifetime, your soul designed you exactly the way that you are. Every little part of you, every little nuance that you have, every little quirk and kink that you have was designed by your soul and your spirit guides and your soul family. The color of your hair, the color of your eyes, the shape of your nose, the family that you came into, the place in the world in which you were born, okay, your body type. Your soul chose all of those things. And so that's a really great place to start when you're tapping into and feeling into your authentic self is to look into the mirror. Look into the mirror and what do you see? All of those things, all of those parts of you were designed by you. And each little thing, each little part of you was selected and picked and chosen for a specific reason. So when we are like wishing that our hair was a different way, or when we are trying to look like a certain celebrity or whatever it is, it's the knowing and the remembering and coming back to my truth is who I am. And this like outward appearance, that's just one part of you, right? Your soul also chose the struggles that you will experience in this lifetime and the challenges. Your soul chose the lessons that it wants to learn and move through. Your soul chose elements of your personality, and maybe it's required in this lifetime that you help to move through or heal or balance out certain parts of your personality. Like, let me give you an example. I came into this world extremely shy. Or let me take that back. I came into this world with a tendency to be shy. And a lot of this lifetime, I've been moving through that shyness. I've been gently letting myself expand outside of my introverted tendencies. Because actually, I remember when I was a little girl, I was goofy and silly and had this wild imagination and connection to the earth around me, and would just make up stories and all these like fun make-believe games. And because of my life circumstances, I like suppressed a lot of that, and I drew everything inward as a form of protection. And then that morphed into me being really shy and me closing down my throat chakra and not speaking up and not speaking my truth. And so a big part of my soul's life lessons have been moving through that, expanding through that, reclaiming my dragon, right? And let me just insert here, because I think it's important. If what I'm saying resonates with you, please give this podcast some love. You can subscribe, you can share it with a friend and family member, and comment below. I love to read your comments, and I will absolutely read every single comment and respond. So you chose every single part of you. So a good way to start to understand who my authentic self is, who your authentic self is to look in the mirror and be like, I chose all of this. This is me. I chose this. And why is it important to be your authentic self? It's important to be your authentic self because when you are your truth, it helps you understand who you are and why you are a certain way. And then it starts to help you honor yourself more and appreciate yourself more and love yourself more. Because, oh yeah, I chose this life. I chose every single part of me for a reason. And I have this, you can have this understanding as to who you are, why you're here. And then that gives you more appreciation for who you truly are. And there's a part of you that knows deep inside the answers to everything. When you come more aligned and more connected to yourself, to your truth, to your authentic self, then you are more connected to your soul, because your truth, your essence, is in fact your soul. And then you have a greater understanding as to why you're here on earth, and then your map or your blueprint forward becomes more clear. So I'm going to talk today. This is all leading into soul blueprints. What is a soul blueprint? A soul blueprint is a map or a set of directions for your soul so that you know what your journey, what you are meant to experience in your journey in this lifetime. So a soul blueprint, it's energetic. A soul blueprint is energetic. It's not like a written map. I mean, you can definitely like journal about your soul blueprint and write it down, but it's not like a piece of paper you will discover in a treasure chest. It's something that you have ingrained within you, within your system. And it's really a great time to access your soul blueprint when you feel lost, when you feel stuck, when you feel unsure of the path forward, when you're experiencing a lot of anxiety and worry, because that is a sign of being ungrounded and disconnected and not trusting your truth and your authentic self. And so soul blueprints can be super handy when we come to that time in our life when we need to kind of wake up, when we need to rediscover who we are and remember who we are and call our authentic selves back to us. So I currently am offering to clients soul blueprint activation sessions. And in these sessions, we go in deep into the Akashic Records. If you're not familiar with the Akashic Records, they are energetic downloads and transmissions where I connect to your spirit guides and your highest self to give your soul the guidance, love, and support that you need at this time. And in my soul blueprint activation sessions, I incorporate Reiki, which is energy healing, which can really help to integrate the knowledge and the information that you received through the Akashic Records. And then if it's relevant and supportive for you, then shamanic healing comes in, and that could entail a soul retrieval. So if there's a part of your soul that feels lost or disconnected, we can call that back in. That might include releasing any entities or any energies that are in your field that aren't yours, that don't belong. It might include removing any cords or energetic tethers that you have to another person that is interfering with you being your authentic self. So you can book those sessions with me by heading to my website. There will also be a link in the caption below. But a soul blueprint is really meant to help you remember why you came here. And it's not going to give your thinking mind all of the answers, but it's going to give you direction and understanding around where I'm supposed to go next in my life, or what I'm supposed to do next in my life, and who I'm supposed to be, which is always, yes, your authentic self. So I absolutely love helping people connect to their soul blueprint, because it's just wild and mind-blowing every single time I work with a client and they come in and they're stressed out and fatigued and don't know what to do and just feel torn and you know, all of the low vibrational dense energies they're feeling. And then they leave the session because they connected to their soul, and there's this knowing and remembering happens that you are one with everything and everyone around you, that it's like the energy shift is like profound in over 90 minutes. It's like a new person walks out the door. It's so beautiful, and I love seeing that so much. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of soul work in this podcast episode, because it's the starting point for your soul blueprint. And this is what I've been incorporating into these sessions lately. It's a beautiful place for you to start and to help you begin to remember and to help you begin to honor and understand who you truly are. So to get to work with your soul blueprint, to get started, if you want to start drawing yourself figuratively a map of who you are and why you came here, I recommend 4 things. And 3 are kind of wrapped up in one, and then there's another one. So if you do not already know what your sun, moon, and rising sign are, so your sun, moon, and ascendant, I highly recommend you find what that is. There is a free app that I love, a free astrology app. I'll actually also link that in the caption for you to get started if you don't already know. So your sun sign. So when you plug in you'll need your birth date, your birth time, and where you were born in the world. So I was born on October 17th, 1978 at 9 a.m. in Chicago, Illinois. So you're going to plug all that into the app, and then bloop, 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 it just spits out your birth chart. And you can dive so deep into all of your planetary alignments and all of the aspects and everything. But to start, if you are new to astrology, I would highly recommend you check out what's my sun sign. So your sun sign is how the world sees you. My sun sign is a Libra, for example. So Libras are very balanced. They like everything to be fair. They're all about relationships, and they have a tendency to people please, to put everyone else's needs before their own. But they're an air sign, and so there's a tendency to also be up in the head and like overthinking a lot and all the things. So the sun is how the world sees you. Your moon sign, my moon sign is a Taurus. Taurus is earth, is like super grounded and connected, like really likes nice things to be around them. Tauruses have a tendency to be stubborn as well. And sometimes we can get like too connected to the home, like home body, which is definitely a tendency of mine as well. So your moon sign is your internal world. So your emotional self. That is your Taurus sign. And that is your moon sign. And oftentimes that is your sign of comfort. That is your comfort level. So my comfort level is to like sit sit at home and get cozy on the couch and like go into my own energy and have like nice throw pillows and like a beautiful coffee mug, right? Like that's my comfort zone. And then there's your ascendant or your rising sign. And so your ascendant is, some astrologers explain the rising sign in lots of different ways. I see the rising sign as who you are becoming, who you are rising to. And it's also your authentic self. I mean, all of these parts of you, all of the astrology, the signs that all of your planets are in are your authentic self, but your rising sign is like who you are becoming, who you came here on earth to be. And so my rising sign is Scorpio. Scorpio is deep transformation, highly emotional, very shamanic in nature, not afraid of the shadows. That's, me right here. And I was not connected to my ascendant for a very long time. I didn't even know what that was until probably like 6 years ago. So that's definitely the transformation that I've been on over the last several years, is rising into my Scorpio, because that's who I am in the world. I am a shamanic healer. I help people dive deep into their shadows. I love doing my own shadow work. And I wasn't always like that, and I wasn't always aware of that. So that's how I describe the ascendant or the rising sign. So put your numbers into the app, find out what your sun, moon, and rising sign are, and then read about it. Get to know these parts of you so you have this deeper understanding of who you are, because not only did your soul, yes, choose everything about your physical body and where you're born and the lessons you came to learn, but your soul chose the exact day and time that you would come into this world and what planets would be in what signs for you, because all of that makes up who you are. And maybe in future episodes, we'll dive deeper into our birth charts and talk more about that. Ooh, I just had a great idea for the next episode, but this is a great place to start. And then the other part for your soul work, for your soul blueprint, I would love for you to find out what it is and look up and explore, is to find out what your life path number is. So this is numerology. My life path number is a 7. I've shared this so much before because I love my life path number. So when you add up all of the numbers of your birth date, what number do you get? Let me give you an example. I'll just start with an easy birth date so it's easy to do the math, okay? So let's say you were born on January 1st, 2002. So January is 1, 1 plus 1, January 1st, 1 plus 1, and 2002. So you add up the numbers of the year, so 2 plus 2. So 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 6, right? So 2, 4, 6, yeah. So that person who was born on January 1st, 2002 has a life path number of 6. And if you add up your numbers and you get a double digit, then you add those two numbers together till you get a single digit. Unless it's an 11, then that's an angel number. That's another different life path number. But look up or find out what your life path number is, and then find out what that means. And you can just put that into Google. You can put that into the Google machine or the chat bot or whatever. But just say, I have a life path number 6. What does that mean? And it will tell you. And so those astrology signs, those sun, moon, and rising signs is going to tell you like who you are. And then that life path number is going to tell you what your purpose is. And that's a great way to get started on your personal soul blueprint. So let's say you get all those and you get those together and you're like, I understand so much more about myself and I'm still not sure, and I'm still stuck. That's when it's time to reach out to a mentor or a coach. And absolutely, you can come see me for a soul blueprint activation session. Because sometimes as we've gone through our lives up until this point, again, we've experienced traumas or energetic blocks or things that are holding us back from fully embodying and being our truth and who we are. And we need help. We need guidance and support. And so that's what I do with my clients, is to help them reconnect to their true essence and have this soul remembering, so that they can, boom, take off and be their dragons and bring their power and their fire and their magic into the world. I love this topic so much. If you loved it, please share a comment with me. Please subscribe. And again, if you want to book one of those soul blueprint activation sessions with me, I'll share the link below. I work both in person in Avon and in Eagle, Colorado, and virtually. So beautiful soul, I am so grateful for you tuning in. Share with me what your sun, moon, and rising sign are and what your life path number is. I would love to know, because I just, geek out on all of this stuff. And not just because it's fun, but because it is important. It is important for you to learn this stuff so that you can be your truth without apology. So you can be like, oh yeah, I'm a Scorpio. I like to dive deep. I'm emotional, and it's okay. And in fact, I love that part of myself, right? You get it? Yeah. Love you, sweet soul sister and brother. Can't wait to see you on the next episode. Mwah. Namaste.